literally recording this video at 2:30 a.m. So please subscribe for that. But anyways, we're gonna be ranking by how good they are in the middle. Don't worry, this is just my opinion. And let's get right into it. First off, we got 8-bit. Now, 8-bit is really good with damage, but he's very slow. So I guess he's an A tier in my opinion. Amber got some really cool mechanics to her, but those mechanics aren't enough to make her absolutely S tier. So I'm gonna put her in B because I really like her spamming, but that's really it. It's how it carries her. Angelo, 4k damage is fucking insane. So I don't want to put him in S because his hypercharge isn't that good. Same with 8-bit. Oh god, my voice cracked. Wait a second. Maybe it works this way? Okay, now it works. So, Angelo. Um, Angelo is actually pretty tricky for me. So, he might be another B tier because his super and gadget, they are really good, but he's just really annoying to face, and annoying doesn't mean good. So Ash is absolutely S tier with the new buff and hypercharge. I don't even know how they did that to him, and why is Brock so big? Barley, Barley's C tier. As much as I love Barley, um, his hypercharge didn't carry him way too long, and he doesn't do good right now. Even with the healing star power, which is the better star power, but I'd rather not use it, he's still not the best. B, she's also C tier. The fact that you can freely auto aim, but you gotta be a little careful though. She might be S tier for me, but no, she isn't. She can be countered, especially with someone like Edgar with a shield, um, Melody with the shield too. Anything that can protect you from the charge shot just makes her worse. So, Belle, in my opinion, is a D tier. She is heavily carried by her shots, and just her shots. No gadgets, no supers. I mean, her super is pretty good though, and the hypercharge is only used for stats because the super barely gets any value. Barry is absolutely S tier. Insane healing, insane damage, even though it's not enough, and insane area control, most importantly. BB, as much as I hate BB, she's an A tier. The reason she isn't S because if you're in 3v3, you can easily melt her, and you can also easily take her out. Bonnie, she's a secret S tier, but I don't want to include her as an actual S tier because I don't know, her mechanics aren't really good in the meta right now. And they get countered pretty easily by really good supports like Barrier and Poco. So this is a tank support meta. So yeah, she's F tier. She's just the it's just too overwhelming to her. So we got Bo next. Um, I don't really know. Bo is really good, but just with his traps, which don't do much as well. His attack might be really good, but that's really it about him. So, he's a C tier to me. I'm sorry. Ball. Ball is heavily carried by bushes, and it has been not a meme, but a fact since the early days of Brawl Stars. I can't say he's S tier because of his insane damage up close, but, that's all I can say about him is he's a C tier. He isn't perfect though. He has many flaws and isn't just the best tank right now. Sure, you can make his super work, but you have 4 gadgets maximum. Can do a lot with super gadget, super gadget. You know, you just need to utilize it well. And we got the big boy, Brock. I seriously don't get why his icon is big. It's bigger than the others, but it is what it is. Brock is D tier in my opinion. Like I said before, he's just like Bonnie, but a little worse, I guess. He got an escape gadget, but that doesn't save him a lot because the gadget doesn't even do much. Hell, even Angelo does better. And his shots are very hard to hit, in my opinion. I mean, at least, at least if you are close to him, they're just really slow and hard to hit. Okay, which brawlers do we have? Alright, I just want to check something. Buster is B tier. What stops him from being S is the fact that he's just a cheesy brawler and he doesn't block every attack in the game. If he did, he would be at the top of the S tier. Buzz Lightyear, yeah, let's ignore him. Buzz himself, um, he's also a D tier brawler in my opinion. The hyper super tricks are really hard to make to do, but are they at the actual source of his gameplay? No, but you need to wait a lot just to get a single super, and the super gadget doesn't help out unless you have a hyper truck. So yeah, he's a D tier in my opinion. Byron is absolutely ass, just like Barry. His healing is just too much for anyone to handle, and his super is just a finishing move, if not more than that. What can I say more about this brawler? Carl, I love Carl, man, but he's he's a B tier. Like, sure, his attack is really good if you hit it well, but that's really it about him. And his super isn't really cool as well. Sure, he got a really good gadget, but that is if you actually hit it. He is so dodgeable right now. So yeah, he's gonna be put in the D tier. Charlie, however, her recent buffs actually helped her out, but not much, so she is staying as C tier. Look, 1,600 damage and 7,000 HP. I never saw that before for Charlie. I am very glad she got the buff, and I wish she gets some more love in the future. Like, just a new skin at least, please. But anyways, moving on to Chester. Chester is pretty underrated in my opinion. If you are playing a tank assassin, you have to be careful around him because his burst damage is absolutely insane. I mean, maybe you can catch up to his damage by healing if you have a Byron or Barry, and that's really it. You just need a specific comp. So, anyways, he's A tier. High A tier, but I'm not gonna put them that way. Just, just for the sake of this video, um, Chuck, Chuck is D tier. You need absolutely, you need to be absolute perfection at this game just to, hit some shots and utilize your super to its full potential. Clancy absolutely fell off, but not harder than Charlie, so he's a B tier brawler in my opinion. Look, yeah, he does a lot of damage, and he has a deadly super. But like I said before, um, wait, healing can't catch up to guns really fast, so he's still S tier in my opinion. Like, just give him some time, and he will absolutely destroy. Just give him level 3 and super, and he will absolutely destroy, even after the many nerfs he got. I'm actually kind of surprised how he's still S tier, but definitely low S tier. Like, just another nerf, and he's gonna fall down to A or B. Colette is B tier. Like, I get it, 2 shots and super seems like a really good thing on paper, but really, her only use is in heist or knockout. Why knockout? She has long range and a good one-shot super. Same with Charlie, but Charlie you need to wait for it. Glad is instant. Cold. I hate Cold so much and I wish I could put him here, but I can't. I have to be accurate to my opinion. So Cold is definitely A tier. I mean, he has really good DPS and he has a really good hypercharge if you can't hit your super. So yeah, he's he has amazing DPS. He only suffers from the current meta, which is insane healing and insane tanking. So yeah, Cordelius. Cordelius is heavily carried by his hypercharge, and we don't like brawlers like that. So yeah, Cordelius is B tier. I would say Crow is S, but with the current meta, yes, I need to keep focusing on the current meta stuff for some reason. He is in high A tier. Daryl is absolutely S tier. You can make cheesy plays with him, and even without the cheesy plays, you can still do really well with him. People just don't realize that yet somehow. So we got Doug. Doug is absolutely F tier. There's no question about it. Unless you can approach someone or just be a really good supporting teammate, there's not really much you can do. So the only thing you can do is just to heal your teammates, and who knows what teammates you have. They might be low HP with really good brawlers like Chester or like Clancy, but his healing is just not that much. And also he takes really long to reload. So if he didn't have that weakness, he would definitely be A if not S. So we got Draco, and I'm sorry, Draco is F tier. Like if you don't approach him, it's just too easy. It's just too easy of an opponent. If you allow him to put pressure on you, that's just your problem. But yeah, other than that, he's F tier. Dynamite, I hate to say it, he's S tier. He's he's S tier for two reasons: his insane damage and his hypercharge. Like he can team hype with a single hypercharge bomb, and even if he didn't do it in one, he'll do it in two or three. He can just get his hypercharge really quickly, and the gadget is very good because it stuns and it is enough for a free kill. And the best part about it is that it can land on multiple people. Edgar is C tier. I don't know what to say to him. He's either S or C, but no, he was never S. Um, the only S part about him is that if your team is full of, well, if your team is filled with passive brawlers that can't defend themselves, like Barley, or you can argue that Barley can do it, but he can't. He actually can't. Like Barley or Carl. Carl can use his gadget, but that's not enough. Penny, I can assure you with her hypercharge, she's just an A tier brawler. Sure, she does insane damage if people are lined up, but when are people lined up? She can mostly counter this meta because her opponents are stupid enough to line up, but whenever she is seen in the match, everyone just separates from each other. So, yeah, she's an A tier. She's a completely fine brawler. With the hypercharge, she's even more crazy, but that's really it about her. So, is Ems is D tier in my opinion. What did she do? She just destroys noobs. She just destroys people that are bad at the game. Pros can just absolutely counter her and easily. Her gadgets, it's okay, but if she was pulled by a Frank gadget, she just has no way of escaping. Even with the gadget, she just has no way. Eve is Eve is so underrated and S tier. The fact that she can get so many babies so fast. it's insane. It can overwhelm healing. Really good healers Byron or Poco. Like really, just please nerf her hypercharge. It doesn't fully carry Eve as a character. The fact that she can move on water, it makes her even better. But yeah, that's really it about her. So Fang, I'm sorry, Fang main, he is B tier. Sure, you can make insane plays as a super, and sure, you can make insane plays if you play him right. But really, the only thing about him is just you need to play him right. And that's it. Frank, I hate you, and I wish you never got that rework, and I wish you stayed as trash as you were before. Insanely fast unload speed. What can I say more about this? Gale. Gale is also S tier. He counters a lot of tanks. Every tank and assassin is just scared of this guy. He's a counter to both, if not everything, except for snipers. Those are just his weakness. So Gene is high A tier. Like just a single buff and he will be as low as. So why is he high A? He can poke at you and get super easily. Like it could take some time, but he will definitely do it. And the fact that his super is a free kill, just makes it even crazier. So we got Gray, and I don't know what to do with Gray. Um, Gray should be like an A tier to me. Yeah, it makes sense. His hypercharge is really good, but it just gives you 1000 shield, which won't do a lot with brawlers, with certain brawlers. I mean, most brawlers. Yeah, most brawlers are just gonna decimate it up. Griff definitely has risen in this meta, while people don't even realize it. He hasn't got a balance streak since 2022, but god damn, he's insanely good against tanks. I would put him as at S tier if he if he didn't suffer from the fact that his unload speed. But you know what? He's just a perfect brawler. The only thing he suffers from is his range. He doesn't reach tanks enough, and maybe tanks reach him even more without even realizing it. So yeah, he's he's S tier if he didn't suffer from his range. He suffers from his range, so he's C. Next up is Grom. Grom is an easy B. I get it. He has pretty annoying projectiles to dodge. I know that they're kind of easy to dodge for some people, but they are really hard for others, even though they're really decent at the game. So yeah, Gus is absolutely S tier, and I hate him for that. Hank, Hank is either S or F, but his shield gadget helps him out a lot, and I mean a whole lot. So B tier for that. Jackie, Jackie just has her rushing gadget, makes her C tier, but you remember her hyper super, which slows down enemies in a 5 mile radius. I'm not even kidding. It just gives that feeling. I think it's nerfed, but I'll give her. I'll still give her C, maybe D for that matter. Janet, um, Janet is A. Her hypercharge carries heart carries her this brawler, and I don't understand why it does, but it just does. And if you play very good with her, if you master how she's played, yeah, she's S tier. But other than that, no, she's just A tier. Jessie is D tier. Is D tier. The fact that you can dodge her projectiles super easily, even if they didn't bounce yet. And her super is just pretty easy to destroy unless it's a hybrid super, which is hard to get. So yeah, she's a D tier brawler if you don't feed. Juju is S tier. Like she got no nerfs for that. I think she is just a balanced brawler. She is just a balanced brawler that can be killed, but is also S tier at the same time. Kenji, I'm sorry, he's high A tier. I really like Kenji, but really, he has fallen off since the reload nerf. I really don't catch up to balance changes anymore, but that doesn't matter. So Kit is also B tier. He is so vulnerable and weak in 1v1s. You can argue that he's super, but if you let him unload 3 ammo on you and then super, that's just your problem. You got 8k damage on yourself. And which is still then not enough to counter tanks like Frank. So Larry and Lori, they are absolutely annoying and should be deleted from the game. As tier. I don't hate Larry and Lori. They're just super annoying to face. And the fact that Larry's projectiles are so hard to dodge, even after the many nerfs he got, yeah, staying at S tier is just insane. Leon, Leon is absolutely no skill, but that doesn't mean he's S. He's A tier for me. He can hit his opponents from really far away, and approaching him is just asking for death. So yeah, it's that way. So Lily is also S tier for one huge reason. Gadget. You always have a gadget in your pocket. You can enter the Shadow Realm whenever you want and unlock your ammo and a super on anyone you want, giving you many free kills without even knowing. Lola, I feel Lola's damage is very good, but it doesn't make her S tier. She is B tier in my opinion. Lou is um Lou is Lou is actually confusing because he can perform really well against tanks, but yeah, that's really it. He can just perform. Sorry, he can perform very well against tanks, but if you have a support and tank comp, he will kind of struggle. So he's A tier. Maisie is absolutely S tier. The fact that she can do 9,000 damage from 3 ammo is insane. With her knockback super and hypercharge, she just does everything you want. Mandy Scandy. Sorry, Mandy. Um, she is, well, I'm sorry to Mandy mains. She is C tier. The fact that you can barely hit a shot if your opponent is good at dodging, it's just really insane to me. And you also have to stay still just to. Damn, I'm getting sleepy. And the fact that you need to stand still just to get more range is it's actually terrible. Also, her unload speed it just doesn't fit. It just doesn't make sense to me. So Max, we have Max, and just because of her speed and hypercharge, she's A tier. She isn't S tier for a few reasons. Um, her she only has one choice of star power, and her gadget only also has one choice, but you can use it very wrong, very easily, and you can't also dodge everything, even though you have a fastest brawler in the game. There's actually faster brawlers, but we're not gonna talk about that now. So Meeple is absolutely confusing. You can either decimate him or just have a hard time with him. But I feel like pros utilize him very well with his light auto aim. So I guess he is very low S tier. Like just one nerf and he's banished to the B tier in my opinion. So we got Meg. Meg is A tier. I hated Meg's rework, but I like Meg. But I like Meg. Honestly, she doesn't deserve anything but a new skin or a hypercharge, which is she getting in the next update. Yippee! But we have Melody now. Oh my lord, I love this brawler, not more than Charlie, but still. And anyways, for Melody, she is B tier in my opinion. Her hypercharge definitely put her up. You know what? She might be S tier. The fact that you can get 6 notes and just decimate anyone just by moving in a slightly circular motion is just insane. Miko is D to F, and I'm gonna say F. Like, dude, yes, you can dodge, but people now can counter him very easily. People can so easily counter Miko, and, and not to mention the fact that his unload speed and the fact that he can't survive the gas anymore, it just doesn't fit. It just doesn't fit in the meta right now, and he can't kill tanks, which is the current meta. In the B tier, we got Mo. No need to explain this one. Just get close to him. He won't charge super very fast. And speedy ballers like Mortis, which is S tier for, and fuck him for that. I'm gonna put him later. Just the fact that you can have a very fast brawler that can get close to him and easily decimate him in a fight is just easy. It's just making him a B tier. His super is very good. That's but it's like a dash that you are immune. Just like Max, but you can go through everything, it doesn't matter. So yeah, he is a B tier brawler. So Mortis is S still, mainly because his hypercharge wasn't nerfed enough. I wish his hypercharge gets deleted from the game and himself too. I will never tell you how much of a nuisance this guy is. The fact he can unload on you 6,000 damage without any much effort for it, and also without doing much with his super, just shooting at multiple people, and people still call him skill. Like, please, shut the fuck up. Mr. P. Um, Mr. P is actually a confusing one. He is very annoying, but he's an S tier. I mean C tier. C tier. I'm sorry. His borders are very easy to kill. If you have a one ammo brawler like Charlie or B or Carl, that's really it about him. He just really isn't that good right now in the meta. Nani. Nani is not carried by her high recharge ability, but definitely carried by the stats, which got buffed recently for no reason. So I'm putting her in A tier just just to make the Nani mains mad a bit. But nah, actually she's just an A tier for me. Her shots aren't very easy to land, but they are very rewarding. Nina, oh my god, delete this brawler as well. I will never understand the pressure she puts despite her stupidly small range and the fact that stupid fucking bit I was gonna scream, but I just held it in. Ollie. I love Ollie so fucking much, man. The moment he is released, I will master him. But anyways, let's not yap about how much I love Ollie. He is a B tier brawler. I like the hypnotizing technique. He's just a support character but without healing. It's like saying it's like saying wow. It's like saying Lola is a damage dealer but with a single projectile or just 3 projectiles. Doesn't make sense at all. Otis is A tier because his silent super is insanely good at getting a free kill, and and the fact that he can make a lot of damage, a lot of DPS with just a star power is just crazy. Pam Pam is a B tier brawler as well. She has insane healing, but her damage is absolutely horrendous. You can just heal it off with an HP gear at this point. Even if you take a full shot. Pearl, my absolute beloved, she's A tier. Her heat just hard carries, and the fact that her super is a knockback is even better. With the hypercharge stats, it's even better. You can even get one-shot kills. Piper, as much as I hate to admit it, as much as I like Piper as well, she's S tier. Like, dude, she can deal 5,000 damage with a stock brawler and a hypercharge. But I recommend using the snappy sniping. It's way better, and you get free ammo. And that's the S tier part about her. Just get her kit is just so good and overwhelming for some brawlers. Sure, some tanks like Frank can easily counter her by just approaching really close, but yeah, that's really it. Poco, I was gaslighting him, but he's A tier. What did you expect? Sure, he has an okay hypercharge. Yes, it's an okay hypercharge in my opinion. I don't trust the overheal part about him. All he does is just heal people very well, and that's really it about him. El Primo, I'm sorry, he's D tier. If not F, he can barely approach opponents, and even if he did, he will do a really good combo on them, but that's just really it. He only wins in close range fights because of his gadget and super. That's it. That's it. He's heavily carried by a gadget. Imagine that. I mean, it's not broken or anything. It's just really annoying to face. And El Primos are really dumb, so they waste it. So they waste every gadget possible. I've never seen him in a Brawl Stars championship this year. I mean last year, which is 2024. So yeah, Rico. I fucking despise this brawler and I wish it gets deleted. Also from the lore, Piper is mine. No, I'm kidding. Wait, what did I place? It doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I just like doing this. Yeah, there we go. We got Rosa now. I love Rosa, but she's A tier. Look, she has a really good scouting gadget, which can also slow down for some reason. Yeah, yeah, she has a really good super and a and an okay hypercharge. So that's it. Coming in with RC is absolutely S tier. There's no denying it. Insane super, insane damage, insane range. What more do you want? He also has a very fast, well, projectile speed, and not faster than Melody's though. We got Ruffs. He got a really good high. Oh God! Wait, it wasn't this. No, yeah, he got a really good hypercharge. Ruffs. So even though with the very good hypercharge, he's still underrated, but he's A tier. I like his damage, and I like the fact that he bounces off walls. That just shows how ununique and uncreative Rico is. Sorry about that. But yeah, he's A tier. Sam is S tier with no questions asked. Well, he has a free super always, and he has a lot of speed always, and he can heal always. Do you want more of that? His only issue though is getting to the super, which might be hard, but if you hit it on a nearby wall, which you can definitely reach, then yeah, he's S tier for sure. Ignore me, please. So Sandy is C tier. It's very hard getting his hypercharge. I barely see it right now. Oh, we got so little mana left, but who cares? So we got Sandy here, and he not performing very well right now. Also, his damage is a little underwhelming. His gadget is okay, I guess. It was pretty OP back then, but the meta shifted and he fell off. Shade he's an F tier brawler, F tier brawler. Now hear me out. He can shoot through walls. He can move through walls. But does that make him broken? No. Actually, against some brawlers, he's just so weak to do something against them. Like, for example, Squeak, or for example, Jackie. He's very easily countered, and also the center of his attack, it's really good, but that's it. It just double the damage he does. And also, tell me the last time you saw a Shade perform very well, if not in Robo Rumble, somewhere else. So we got Shelly, and Shelly has a broken super, which can one shot anyone she wants, but very up close. So you need to be careful about that. But she's approachable. She's kind of approachable, and if you have a brawler um that can tank a lot of damage, then Shelly is just C tier. Spike is a D tier brawler. Yes, his curveball is very strong. That's really it. He is heavily carried by a star power, which most pros can dodge through nowadays. Sprout is also D tier. He can make some very good plays. He would be S tier, but he is not somehow. And I'm sorry to the three Sprout mains. Now we get to the good ones. Squeak is absolutely S tier. Insane damage and insane slowing. If you want more of this guy, you either just hate area controllers or something. Because not only is he cute, but also he's very strong. Unfortunately, he isn't super duper ultra hyper strong. He's just very strong. With his insane damage, he can counter some assassins now, which is great, and he can counter tanks which are slow, like um like Frank, like I don't know, like Surge as well, like Buster. Every tank is slow except for BB and Jackie actually. Tell me another tank that is fast. I might have missed it because tanks are very forgettable. So yeah, Squeak is S tier. Same as Stu, which I hate. He has an infinite super hypercharge, and he already gets infinite supers. Did the Stu mains not have enough? Surge is also S tier, and I hate him. Tara is also S tier, and I'm neutral about it. Like sure, she can have her moments with the hyper super. That's really it. That's what makes her S tier. But what doesn't make her S tier is the fact that Tara may just waste their gadgets on any possible situations. And which is the same for Charlie though. Anyways, Tick, um, we got Tick in C tier. Yes, he can do really good area control and counters a lot of brawlers, but really he's just overwhelmed by very fast or very tanky brawlers who can just walk up to him and kill him easily. And finally, we have Willow, who's A tier. So that's it for the list. Here is all the active brawlers coming down with the A tier ones, and coming down with the B tier ones, C and D, and finally F tier brawlers. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you subscribe to my channel. I post random goofy stuff because um I'm just a goofy guy. So bye.